I'm not gonna also hello, but also I'm not gonna try to enforce anything this time. This is like take three,
Just gonna submit
take
this.
4. I don't know.
I think it's
Anyways,
I don't know, but
hello.
this thing is on.
take whatever.
This thing is on. Yes, I double checked
It
this time.
makes noises.
I mean, hello, is it on? Is it on?
Who do I look like in the chat?
Actually, Rex, you're like barely in screen. Hi. Anyways, for those who are confused what's going on, hello, this is Resonite. We are
Hello.
doing like a review of the game. You know, those things that review channels do? Yeah, we're doing that. Hi.
But unedited.
Yes, everything here is unedited. You get a full review of the game with bloopers as intended. As God intended. But anyway, yeah. So, essentially we're going to spend the next like hour talking about the game and the pros and the cons. So
I will have to plug in.
it's going to be roughly an hour, I'd say.
I
But
can be here
anyways,
for another 2.
52%. That's not
I'm
gonna
good.
survive.
no. You might have to end up just using the mute helper. Yeah. Well, for one, like what brought you to Resonate? I'd say. Any one of you.
My internet. I downloaded the game, tried it, and I thought it's good. It's a great
Uh-huh.
game, and
Tracking.
I was like, can do good stuff, but like back then it wasn't so optimized. Now I came back because of the optimization, and I just like it. And yeah, that's basically it. The possibilities what makes it interesting.
That's fair. That's fair. Soccer still type in there's mushroom. Oh no, you got it. You got it.
I joined because I forgot whose video I watched on it, but at some point I did watch a video, a YouTube video about someone just showing off some of the coding you can do in here, and I was like, I can
Rusty
try
bot.
that, or I can try out the platform, see if I like it, and I do like it. It needs
That's
some work
fair.
though.
You 100% watched Rusty Bot because you joined like not long after I joined, if I remember correctly.
I actually watched a bird named I forgot.
Doki, wait.
A bird named
A
Decoy
bird
on the internet.
named some.
Decoy on the
Yes, that
internet.
one.
Decoy.
A bird
That's
named
funny.
Decoy.
Tori Oshiate.
Also, Mushroom, you're breaking. Your limbs are breaking.
Shh, I have tracking issues. Because I have exactly one base station over there.
So what I'm hearing is skill issue.
Well, also, in my space, like, to fit on this anchor, I have to, position myself slightly suboptimally. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
Also, name tags are not on. That's on purpose. I just don't feel like showing everybody's custom nameplates. So we got Sakura, who's not using anything special. Robbie, who's not using anything special. Airy, who has decided to put a custom font. Mushroom, who also has a custom font. And then Rex, who is new but has a custom font. Weird.
Thank you.
Because I set it up.
It was a gift, and other people helped me set it up.
Yeah.
You
Well,
need to, like, draw
Airy is
something
the
from
only
it.
other one with a custom font that is friends with
I mean,
Rex.
you
So
You helped pull out. You helped find the font. I actually put it in.
yeah.
Which
Anyways.
makes sense, and she dragged me into Resonate. That's how I got
Yeah.
in.
Are you enjoying it so far?
It has its ups and downs. I
Mhm.
enjoy some of the aspects, but then other times I get frustrated because I'm trying to learn the
Flux.
how to, yeah, flux, the tools,
Yeah.
and just kind of
Mhm.
struggling to navigate the wiki and learning what I can and can't do.
That's fair. Um.
So
Hmm.
Sakura is ready to send off a massive amount of text.
Yeah, I've been waiting. That's the whole point of like what I was doing. Your text is visible. I will pull it closer.
Heard about it from friends, came and fell in love with being able to edit your own gamma mode stuff in the game.
Nice. That is now in my face. we get roughly a backwards perspective from here for now. Until until I want to
Walk
move it.
around here.
Yeah, sure. You
Maybe
want to
I can
bring
be
your
in a
chair
better
around
anchor.
too?
Yeah. Maybe I can be in a better anchor position. I'll go with here.
You can
I
move
wanna
your chairs.
I
It's
wanna
so
be
much.
able to see
It is
this
not
camera a
better,
bit
Robin.
easier. Okay, I think we're in a goodish position.
What?
You were visible, Ari. I made it so you were visible. But in that case I'll
I'd
move it a
rather
little
choose some
more.
Coke.
Move that chair over there.
Yeah, whatever. Everybody's visible. Rex just isn't facing the camera. But that doesn't matter.
I can fix that.
Wow. God damn.
There.
Turn me into
That's
an
better.
owl.
So,
Stand on chair.
I mean,
Is there physics?
better position.
what is
There we
what
go.
what is a good question? What is a frequently asked question? You would say. Would you consider it easy to get into Resonite?
Only if other people help you.
Yes, definitely. The
100%.
UI is complex, and
Yeah.
especially once you get to the creation
Nothing
side
is
of
really
things.
explained other than how to start interacting with stuff.
Yep.
That's fair.
I
The,
think
the
Sakura's
tutorial's
text
like,
is
here's
ready
what
again.
locomotions
Just
are,
send
and
it.
here's how you grab things, and here's how you click on things.
Pretty much. You don't even have to make your own stuff. Find people and tell them what you want, and oftentimes people will make for you.
to be honest, not often
Yeah.
times it always
We have a
happens.
super cool community like that.
So, would you consider it better than VR chat? 100%? Okay.
In which spot, like
It's
easier or like better, like in like
Like, okay, so when I say better than VR chat, this is very, very, I guess, subjective. So, like, for
Mhm.
me, I 100% feel like Resonate is better than VR chat in nearly every regard, except for, like, a key couple things that tend to turn people away. So, for instance, we don't really have consumer, like, we don't have anything that people want to come in here to do. So the big key things that bring in players in VR chat would be something like Murder 4, Blackout, the games, the bar
exploration.
worlds.
more like
Right.
exploration or like
Socializing.
maps and like people most likely.
Socializing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't have a
that's
Yeah.
lot of
VR
that.
place is like mostly of like find people and talk and like
Small things like static, lack of experiences, which I'm fixing with this world. Feeling like they have to make, which isn't really true.
Hmm.
What she said.
Yeah, that's
Another
fair.
thing is also VR chat keeps a lot of people because one, the UI
Well,
is just straight up better.
Uh,
I'm
It
alive.
is more
I just wanted
user
to get out of the chair.
friendly. It is still somewhat complicated, especially if you get into like very specific settings, but it is more user friendly. It
Yeah.
is designed to be able to be received by a wider audience.
Very much so.
Material-wise, VRChat is also fucking in the lead.
Mhm.
Like you can do
Burp
stuff
is Apple.
in here.
Rezo is Linux.
That's so
Well,
fair.
I'd say
That's
Pretty
VRChat is
accurate
more like
statement.
Windows, not
That
Apple.
even more.
well, I
Like
think
an
that I
Android
think that's what
almost.
Sakura meant. I think Sakura meant that VRChat is like using Microsoft's Windows. It's meant VRChat is very much meant to be the like social platform. Resonite, not so much. It feels more like it's meant to be the developer platform, which it does very good at. It's not like if you were to look at all our tools and what we have accessible, there are so many tools and constantly getting added more and more by the community for making things. Like for instance, I made my own tool. Here it is. This is my tool. But like at the same time, like we don't
I
have
made my
enough.
own tool too. Right here.
Exactly. I used I used your tool for so long until I made this one like literally today. Um but like
Game
just
Peak.
what was it?
I'd say VRC is Apple. It just works. Rezo is Linux. I want to break it. CVR is Windows. I want it to be easy, but still be able to break it.
Yeah,
I mean, you
I
could
don't break
VRC, it
Windows
just
very
depends on
often.
how.
I don't even have a Windows install anymore. This game just works on Linux. Pretty epic.
yeah.
Die.
Resonite works. The surrounding VR stack. You know,
Yeah.
you get what you get.
Well, I mean, the only reason that we don't have a lot of stuff that works with Linux is mainly due to the fact that people use Windows. They prefer Windows, so they make stuff that supports Windows. And honestly, that in itself is a good example of why we have so much activity on VRChat but not enough on Resonite. Is because people want VRChat, they make it work for VRChat. People don't want Resonite, they don't make it work for Resonite. However, you can take stuff on Windows and make it work for Linux, and you can take stuff on VRChat and make it work for Resonite. My avatar, if I stand up and give you like a look down at my avatar, you'll notice really quickly this is a VRChat base. This is the Dyra model. I made this model work for Resonite. I actually had a friend of mine go into Blender and remove the arms so that way I can make my arms in game. And I'm going to bring the camera closer here for a minute because I do want to showcase this a little bit. Okay, I wanted to showcase. But so yeah, my arms. Go ahead. What was it?
I was told recently that there's now a modular avatar add-in that lets you export Rezo packages, so you don't even have to edit in game.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh, I've not heard about that, but
I've not heard about that
sounds very
either.
cool.
But
Yeah.
Oops.
anyways, I still
Sorry.
want to show this off, so we're gonna
I
continue
chose
with that
the wrong
part.
menu.
But yeah, like you get to edit, make things in game. This part came off. Oh my god, it's crazy. Hey, look at that. It has talking lights. But like my arms were made in game. My halo and my horns are made in game. Like there's so much that you can make in game, and that's kind of like part of what makes Resonite good. Resonite was Neos though. So, but and people know about Neos. But I'm gonna say this now: Neos isn't Resonite, but Resonate was Neos.
Yeah, we don't have any of the crypto stuff.
Exactly.
Rich is over that. Like
Yes.
super over that.
But it's just so much to go and like think about with this game. It makes your brain hurt sometimes. This game, in my personal opinion, this game is good for its modularity, but it's also bad because of that. People don't want to play a game that has too many options, but they also don't want to play a game that has no options. And Rezo sits barely above the good medium. It's too many options, but just enough options that people like you, me, that one, and this one enjoy our time. Those two are new, they don't count.
Yeah, sure.
Not experienced enough with the game yet.
Exactly.
Not enough
That's also the
development
problem
work.
is the skill ceiling is
Yeah.
way too high. Like the barrier to entry feels like unachievable, and the wiki is so out of date and unoptimized that it's hard to find things. Like I was just refreshing myself on the wiki today before
Mm-hmm.
this interview, and the basics of how to import an avatar says, "Oh, this is broken. It will be updated," or they talk about intro to tools, and it's just a screenshot of what every button does. And I had to go 3 pages down under a different sub in the wiki in order to find out, oh, this is what this tool is. What is that? And a lot of them are just broken or red links where it just won't. It's a blank page, doesn't have an explanation,
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel
Yeah.
very overwhelmed when it comes to the game, opposed to like VR chat where it just everything is simplified and sure there's a lot less you can
And
do,
well
but it
documented.
also well documented and frequently updated too with the in regards to the wiki.
Yeah, a lot of the learning is tied to finding people at places like the Avatar Station.
That's
Very much
fair.
so, and that's actually how I got a lot of the stuff, like this avatar being a VR base, a VR chat base, and having people help me import it and modify it. But I still don't know that much when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even create things. So it very much feels as someone new to it, like I'm kind of being a burden on the community, even though the
No,
community
you're
has never
not.
once made that. It's just as I'm also a maker and I like to make things, I make
Mm-hmm.
things physically in the real world. And so that kind of struggles when it comes to software because nothing's really that documented or explained.
To help
Yeah.
you out a little bit on the documentation thing for like future.
Mhm.
So a person by the name of Amster has been working on and is still working on um a little tool that looks quite similar to the wiki because it's directly quoting the wiki. Um and when you click on a component or anything that you would normally be able to search there, you get not only the wiki's description page, but you also get a physical example of that component. And this also includes protoflex nodes and other little doodads that you might search on the wiki. It has all of that explained in detail. It's an item, not the wiki. But you still need the wiki in order to understand that. I have no idea what that no library. Your thing didn't pop up.
And I didn't hit you.
I don't
Show.
have the item on hand, but it exists
That
if
would
you
have been
want.
nice.
Right, that would have been nice. I do apologize. I don't have the tool. I do have Amster's folder. I will check for you really quickly. Um. So,
The
I
basic
will
things like
actually.
that.
So, speaking of
Mhm.
folders, we do have an inventory system. I won't go into too much detail since this isn't a showcase of the game. It's a review of the video. Like it's a review of the game. So here is Amster's folder for you in the future. Um,
Thank you.
I need to
Thank-
Doesn't VRChat
find
also have
I
its
did.
own inventory system now? You should probably explain
development
like how this is
branch.
better than that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. I guess I'll explain the inventory system a little bit. Um,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put that off to the side for now. Well, actually, the things that we have on our body are a great example of how the inventory system works. So, for instance, you'll notice I picked up a folder. I have it in my hand, or, well, I should say laser. But you don't get lasers like ours in VR chat. Uh, Whenever you save an
Okay.
avatar, it goes to your inventory. So, for instance, Sakura's avatar, which she is
What are you
lugging
doing?
around right now, was pulled from her inventory, made a copy of it. Um, People who have permission can equip her avatar. Normally, when you turn on simple avatar protections, only you can. But as said, I don't want to get into too much detail. Essentially, the idea is that our inventory isn't just a bunch of little doodads, it's what makes up our entire system. So the way that we save our avatars, the way that we call our things. So for instance, my tool is saved in my inventory. The way that I get it is I call like a little protoflux being our code. Um and that's where it gets
Worlds
my
get also
tool.
saved to inventory.
Worlds do get saved to inventory. Yeah, you're right. But as said, I don't want to get into a tangent about that too much because we only have roughly an hour. So, but
I'm doing next.
bro's arms are flipping out. Your arm is doing like,
That happens on desktop mode.
Yeah.
well,
Is gonna like
actually,
do this.
so someone already mentioned bad IK. I think that was Sakura. I do wanna go in a little on that and say why that is a not a pro, but rather like what did I say, con, pro and cons? Yeah, pro con. So the reason why that's a con, I'm gonna move this over to where we have some more space and kind of show that off a little bit. So you may notice whenever I'm walking around, my feet are a little jagged because
Lag spike.
so whenever you're walking in game here, your character is more or less drifting in the direction you want to go, and then your legs procedurally figure out where it needs to be. So it generates your walk path as you walk. So it looks a little messy. However, with tools in game, you can see, like for instance, Mushroom doesn't have that bad of a walk cycle. It doesn't look that bad if you actually have the tools available. Although, Mushroom, did you do any edits to your legs?
It's been like 8 months since I set up this avatar. I think I adjusted like the foot height and such, so I wasn't like hovering like 5 centimeters off the ground. But
Am I
otherwise, I
hovering?
don't think I did anything. If you are, I can't tell. No depth perception from me.
Yes,
So
you are.
Yeah, okay, whatever. See, that's an example. Someone actually
Okay.
took the time and effort
I
to,
can't scale down in this world very much.
yeah, but someone took the time and effort to fix their legs. But you're not gonna want to always do that. I'll bring this back around. Sorry if it's a little janky.
Show your
That's
spot.
that's okay. Pat pat. But anyways,
You can almost get around that if you are really dedicated by programming your own IK. But like,
yes.
that's
Oh my
only
God.
something you could do if you're like an actual like legit programmer. I did
Well,
that
I don't
for my
know.
arm here.
I don't know if you've seen what Ice Cube's been doing, but Ice Cube has a fully modular, like IK system that they're working on.
Oh, it would be like installed into an avatar in place
Mhm.
of the regular component. Oh, nice.
Kind of. It essentially drives the armature instead of the VRIK driving the armature, which is basically what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I'm dumb. Okay, I play this game to socialize more than I play this game to work on things, but that is very hard to do because a lot of people just want to work on things. So I've grown used to working on things. However, you can see as many people here have less modifications to their model than I do, or have more, as this nerd over here has more than I do.
Yep.
You can't see this nerd because they're standing
Also,
behind
my
Rex. Stand
modifications are done
here.
in Blender.
Okay.
Thank you. You are like directly
Yeah,
behind Rex.
this avatar is like, what is it? It's a Vroid base that has just been like fully disassembled and reassembled repeatedly. Like I cut
Show
off
off
the
the
arm
fact your arm
because I
comes
can.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. My sleeve moves too.
Yeah.
This is a
But
separate item. I could save this to my inventory if I really wanted to.
no.
I have not done that.
On actually, funny enough that that we mention the like whole, because I took off my visor a couple times and I
You don't
didn't
have
put
it
it
on.
back. Shut up. But okay, so like in VR chat, you see people who take off their limbs. They're holding their glasses in their hand. They got like a little phone that they can play with. But we can do those things and then hand
And
them to
then
somebody
more.
else. Like and more,
Hey,
yeah.
you want
Like
to play with my arm?
like
Yeah.
how did you open your menu? Did you just there you go.
Yeah, it's just tapping
Yeah.
on the arm. Yeah.
Like see, they would be able to do that in VR chat, but I wouldn't be able to interact with it at all, or hold their arm for one. Like
You
I
could
can
also
do all
duplicate
this.
it and equip either copy.
How'd you put this on there? Does it?
It's a snapper. You just release nearby.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they got all these cool little like toys, and I can just sit here and mess with it.
That
I
won't
don't.
work. That won't
Okay,
interact with it because it connects to my avatar, and you're not my avatar.
clearly.
Half the shit on there doesn't work without my avatar.
But yeah, like that's a good example of like something that we can do here.
I could
And
even like
I feel like that's
make a
better.
duplicate. I could even make a duplicate and wear either
And it
copy.
doesn't break?
Doesn't break.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see, I didn't know that. If you
Yeah.
try to make a duplicate of certain things on me, say if I could have my avatar have its arms removed, it probably would break.
Yeah. Mine does not break at all.
Yeah. But
I could even put
see,
the majority of my systems on here, and I think only the visual effects would break.
I'm struggling here a little bit because like I can't. I just love this game so much. It's hard to think of like bad things about it, but that's also due to the developer mentality. You kind of push the bad things down and get over with it because you want to do the good things. And
I know one gripe I have with it: materials. And
Or
the
fix
fucking
the ones
dynamic
that bug
bones.
you by making tools.
exactly. Like I mean, the first thing that someone does usually is make the ability to have their tool be not just a like developer tool, but also like protoflex tool. And yes,
It is
I
just
am.
my tool embedded.
Shut up! I was about to say, I am sponsoring this one over here because so this little doohickey that you can see right here is part of their tool. But yeah, I
Oh, I
just
can't most
made
of
this
it.
tool today, and it is like able to be used by other people. But besides the point. Oh, brain,
Yeah.
quit dying.
Some
You've
of
been
my
awake for
gripes.
less than 24 hours. Go ahead, Rex.
Some of my gripes are very much as someone who has maybe a week of experience is just the tutorial world. You get that first tutorial when you first start, and after that, there's not really a way to go back and view tutorials. Most you're mostly pushed to the wiki, which isn't exactly as optimized, or your only other option is other
Find someone
people
who
who are
knows.
creating. Yeah, find someone who knows.
Funny
And
enough,
just
you
having
can
that
get
way
back to
to
that
then,
tutorial world.
But it's not
You
immediately obvious to someone who's a new
it's not
player how to do
obvious
that.
as
no,
yeah.
The funny thing is, you need a new player to get back. So if
Yeah,
they're
and
in the
Oh, that's
world, you
stupid.
can join them.
But they also have to make the world public because it starts private, I believe.
You can, if you know what their user is, you can send them a contact request, and then they can invite you.
Yeah,
You can
that
also
feels kind
nuke
of
your
pretty
cache and
complicated.
get in that way.
That's
Yeah,
true too.
but that's still kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Language.
and then
See you
We're
later.
you
already
said the
far enough into the
tutorials,
video.
I don't think I've
and then you
cursed, but yeah. Oh wait, yeah, they
talked about
changed
like the
that rule.
settings and the UI.
Yeah.
UI is a big pain point for new players.
Yeah, I just recently found out that
Yep.
I can change my audio input because the whole time it says configure preferred audio device, and clicking on that, it's read it out until I
Red is the
found
what
it
is
by
selected.
closing it. Well, red, it's entirely out, and then all I had to do was
You changed it on us.
Yep. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear
Yeah.
you at all.
The
Yep,
settings
how
UI,
about now?
I think
Better?
is well organized,
Yeah, we can
but
hear
it's
you
a
now.
little funky.
Yes, better.
Well, that's also the part is because turning off use system default, it selects a random one, or at least my sound card that I use for mixing and audio work.
Death by 1,000 menus.
Yeah.
Like I would like if it
But also you
like
can configure
use
your voice
system
meter.
default device and then it shows the device that's selected. Like everything seemed really good in a creative menu once you start understanding it. As someone first coming in, everything is just like analysis paralysis. There's so much stuff that it would be nice to kind of learn the basics of it.
You feel like you're
Like
overloaded
have,
with
like,
information a little bit?
Very much so.
Very much so,
Like
yeah.
having like a simple or a basic version to like get into it and like have a few things and then have an advanced option that you can put on for like a simplified menu.
We
instead
have
of
the
just
facet
everything.
system that we can use to modify our dashes, like the big dash screen here.
But you can't do that on desktop.
That that's
But you can't do that on
Yeah, that's
desktops.
the
That needs to be
problem as well.
fixed. And then if
and also
the
desktop
default,
and VR is different.
yeah, and then if you had the default view, is just like a simplified dash, and then like you can spawn once you learn how to use facets, you can
We
spawn
need
all the
more maps like
facets to get the full
Flaps,
dash.
Adventure, and to have them highlighted for this kind of stuff. Funnel people to places to gradually learn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
'cause You do that tutorial and it's very, very basic. And I've done the tutorial twice. One time way back when I created the account. And then I recently got back not too long ago and there was another tutorial. And it's been a while, so I may get things wrong. But I remember there used to be a lot more covered in the tutorial back then when I started than now.
Japanese community has a tutorial that's done better.
Yeah. Like the tool menu, there were tools that were very much, you were taught about those tools in the previous tutorial. And now, I think they have the tools laid out on a table. They don't even cover it. So I completely missed that until I had a couple people tell me, oh, yeah, it's on the table.
Huh.
Do they even have
Yeah.
things on them? I don't think they have anything on them. Like any like little like pop-ups to tell you this is
No,
tools.
it's literally just like notes on the table
Yeah.
that tell you what the tool is.
That is
Yeah.
It's not even
egregious.
talked about or showed, and the tools are so small. I walked past it the first time, not even knowing it, and I was new, and I'm just like scanning every inch of the map, trying to learn. Like, okay, I really need to soak this in, and I missed it
because it's like you get the big open room, and then you get the deck outside, and then the little spawn area platform over here. And the spawn area tells you how to locomotion.
They were probably trying to be more diegetic about it, but they are considering players' sightlines.
Yeah, well, what happened was as soon as I finished the exterior tutorial on the catwalk, it tells me, now go in and this is the portal, and supposedly it was on the right inside. So it tells me to walk past it to the portal. Oh, it was on the left. Yeah.
So you like come in, and then it's not obvious that there's anything else to do in the room.
And it tells
like there's
you
like
to go forward past it to the portal.
Oh wait, hang
there's
on.
like credits things.
I remember
like,
now.
I think the developers and like the Patreon is there, which are like things that we've been trained to like ignore in a way, of just like ignoring like sponsored segments on videos, etc., etc. So it's like the signal that this is the end of the tutorial is when you start seeing like credits and Patreon and such like that.
Yeah, it also says it's the end of the tutorial now, go out and explore the world. And it doesn't even
in
talk
big
about
text,
the table.
visible from the start of the room.
I never actually touched a dev tool in my tutorial either, now that I think about it. Like,
I didn't know the tools existed. It doesn't even tell you to open your dash and look at your inventory system.
Yeah,
I found the fucking like pens on accident, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm dealing with bad UI, so I picked up on what was happening fairly quickly, but that's a me thing. I know that for sure. Because I've talked with a lot of new users, and the number of times I've had to explain the UI, like every single new user I've ever onboarded into this game, It's like, how does the UI work? And I have to explain it.
Yeah. Plus, the tutorial very much has you on desktop, say in your default, like, not even pulling up a tool. Like, it's like, press your middle button, mouse button to open up these menu. Right click to grab. Hit E or something to resize. And, like, there's not exactly a section to re-look back without having to go outside of the game to a wiki or something without mods or modifications to your game.
Right.
And as someone on desktop or new to that, it's
I don't think it even tells you that the
really
wiki
concerning.
exists.
It doesn't. That's the problem. I found out by all these lovely people basically saying, "Hey, did you know that there's Resonite has a wiki?" And linking it to me so I can look that up. And it's not like on the store page or the community discussions. It's very much, I love what they're doing with the game and always improving and allowing people to do more. But I feel like they need to take steps back and consider the people who are just starting out
Right, the
and
new
making
user
that more
This is a great
optimized.
example of what we were saying before
Sorry,
about
I'm
how
rotating
the
you.
fix usually comes down to community driven. Like a lot of the complaints brought up about tools is solved by Protoflex Adventure User Made World.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Yeah.
Now,
And that world is
if it
also
wasn't
like
for
not obvious to find. Like, I've only seen people get in there a few times. Like the Avatar station has a headless, so it'll occasionally show up like in the world feed of just like whatever the default is, I think is everything. Right, the Avatar station shows up in there sometimes, so I see a lot of new users there, but like the only worlds that are like have people active in them are just
I
like
try to take noobs who find me through Protoflex Adventure and Cabin of Seasons.
Yeah.
I do not
And
know
that
about Cabin
basically
of
boils on
Seasons.
that.
We still need to
that
do
problem
that.
where it very much
I've
requires
never
the
heard of Cabin
community
of
to do it
Seasons.
instead of like
Nope.
having a guide.
Cabin is just an escape room.
Oh,
Because if it wasn't for like the community and the people I've met around here, I would have honestly left the game long before and gone back to VR chat. Because the simple and everything kind of being well documented and explained was a lot more. And like Sakura was saying, VR chat to me feels like Apple, while Resonite feels more like Android.
I hope that my adjusting of my headset is not being
Android
heard
might be
very
too limited
prominently.
for like what
Yeah.
Resonite can do.
I like
Oh,
to
it's
show
not. That's
Cabin
good.
specifically to show people they don't always have to be Mackin.
Markin.
Making.
Yeah.
Did cut you
I should
off.
start taking people to the Save the Ring map.
I'm missing G.
Like the really old one by the Neolanders.
No, I'm a stop
Sakura, what's that?
we've kind of been hating on the game for a hot minute now here, and
That is very true. That is very true.
I do want to iterate that while yes, this is meant to review and show the pros and cons, I personally, as the person kind of recording, feel the game is something that I want to like have people actually get into. So I don't want to sit here and
Yeah.
beef on the game for a hot minute and be like, oh well, here's all the bad things. I do actually want to showcase the good things too. Well, I say
Oh, yeah.
showcase, but more like talk about like the good things. It's not just the bad things that we're getting into.
Agree, but not bad to set the expectations. P.
Yeah. Because
That's fair.
Yeah.
it's not a
The
Exactly.
new
bad
user
game,
experience
it's
is
actually
bad,
Also,
really good.
hang on,
but once you get
Roby,
past that,
participate, shall you?
hello.
It's just I noticed you kind of sitting over there doing a little bit of trolling over there. Also, let's move you a little because we can't see Roby. We got to be able to see everybody.
Hello.
Can we nuke this
Hi,
table
Roby.
here?
Yeah, you know what? Actually,
Oh.
soccer, get rid of the table.
You shall be not.
You know what? Here's a good example of how you get rid of something in the game. let's whip around really quick, and you get to see inspectors.
Yep,
What
there
was
we
it
go.
called? Order 69?
Now
What-
we have
what-
new
I
to the
don't know.
table.
Well,
66.
there's still one more table. You still got the other one. Get the other one
No,
too.
we can leave that. We can leave that.
You
one.
sure?
It was just
You
this
sure?
one was like I was standing back here and everyone else is over there, and if I want to get closer, I
We
have to
don't
stand up on the
honestly. We don't
table.
need the tables. We don't need the
Or-
tables. We could just have the chairs. We just do like
That
a
is
little
true.
group.
That is very true.
We could do therapy circle, guys. Therapy circle.
Nuke the other
I'm
table.
just not gonna sit on a chair because they are physics objects.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't gonna do that either. Oh, someone has selected me. I would
We
deselect
select
all
the-
when you're done. I would deselect all when you're done.
So you don't have a flat gizmo right there.
I'll just do it actually. There we go. Oh, no chairs either.
Oh,
you
there
get you
goes-
got rid of
Deactivated Rex.
you
Took all the
deactivated
chairs, too.
Rex.
I wish I had chairs. I
Did
don't have
Rex get
chairs, though.
respawned or disabled? 1 second. Rex got fully disabled. There you go,
disabled.
buddy.
I got put into like
You
a
could still
alternate
jump out.
dimension where the lights were. I was like, where did the lights go? Am I blind?
It's because you got disabled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do with you.
So, I'm gonna make this big again because I want to be able to see what's going on here. Okay, now we're in a room. This is not how I wanted things to go, but this is how things are going now. We're in a room.
This is why it's unedited.
With that.
Exactly.
Yes. As I've been told with other attempts, this is very Resonite fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happens sometimes.
Oh, Roby's dead.
It will work. It just for some reason doesn't like me to do it this way. But it
Oh no,
works.
it goes like that for me too. Don't worry. You're
Yeah.
in the
I know.
flow.
Oh, there we
I'm
go.
sorry.
So,
Oh.
Wait.
Rosa
Rizzo
coded
coded
ADHD and us.
autism gopher.
I say that faster
on
than the bot
contrary,
does.
Ignis.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been saying a lot about the cons. Some of the pros are like a lot of times seeing the wonderful creations that people have made, like the science team making a fully functional space cadet pinball machine in the game.
Yeah.
People
Wait, there's
making
a guy.
flight
There's a
systems.
group named Science Team.
The science team from Black Mesa, yes. They
Yeah.
I haven't met them yet.
Neither have I.
Here is how do I spawn the folder for you?
So you click on it in
click
your
on it and then
inventory.
click
Folder?
make public.
No. They're trying to spawn the folder. Yeah. So you click on the folder and then you hit make public at the top.
Yeah, click once on it.
Oh, so so like that.
And
There you go.
then
You can see in there. There's a pinball machine. There's a lot of different
Science Team
Let's
public.
scale it up. There we go.
Yeah.
Because I want
Science
that too.
Team public. Yeah. Anyway, let me save this really
This is
quick.
It's cool. It's fully functional.
Is
It
that a
works.
pro or con that when you have a noob question and ask it 15 different voices will
give me
all
this.
chip in with the solution on top of each other?
Exactly. Like
And go put
everyone
this in the
seems
corner
so
with
Uh,
friendly, and you have that issue, and people will definitely help and step in.
that's a
and try to
that's a
get you
per
out.
person pro/con. So if you're someone who gets overstimulated easily, I would say that's a con. But if you're someone who
Because everyone
enjoys
will try to
people,
help you.
yeah, like
Everyone just wants to help all the time.
like literally
and doesn't have this overall-
everybody's just like this all the
Uh-huh.
time.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh yeah, let me open
Yeah.
that inspector for you. I'll take
shit,
care
I
of
just-
it. And so it's just like you come up
Yeah.
with like, oh, I want to make a custom name tag, which turns into like a mini boss, and that's
Mhm.
something Sakura is assisting me with, where it's kind of like Lego puzzle it together, and you come up with this idea, and everyone wants to chip in and help you, and it's been kind of very warm and welcoming in that sense.
Soccer random tangent. You should not just make this a like a MTG area. You should totally make something where I can floop the pig, if you know what I mean. Adventure Time. Card Wars. Ah,
Oh, you
someone's
mean, like,
never
the
watched Adventure
little
Time.
board game?
The little
thing
board
that
game that they have, yeah, somebody's made that in real life. You know that that's an actual playable game.
Hmm.
But I would love to see like Adventure Time style where it actually animates and you do the things. That would be so cool.
What would
And
their
that's
program
one
have
of
for
the
So
that?
to
things
So
that
say
that's a lot of
something
programs.
effort.
positive about the
Mhm.
game, it is a great tool for creation, even if I have my gripes about materials and not non-existent fistbones.
Full body.
We have
We don't
those.
talk about
It
we
is
don't talk about the Roby in the corner
One
fucking
of my
folding.
new noobs was complaining about
Don't mind
PPL
me,
doing
I'm
for
just a
him
gremlin.
instead of leading him.
I can't even like pull you out of the ground. You have like what is
Yeah,
what is even going
honestly,
on here?
Mhm.
What
That's fair.
I think I had that gripe as well.
That
Like,
was one
people
of
were
my
doing
first
stuff
gripes.
for me a
Do you
lot
want
of
to
the
respawn? Do I have permissions
people
to
were doing a
respawn?
lot of things
I think
for
I need
me,
more than
and I
respawning.
literally had to be
Oh.
like, "Hey, stop!
You're
I want
back.
to know how to actually do
Nope,
this,
yep.
so explain instead of just doing."
Mhm.
Roby, can you sit behind the camera?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. If you're
Yeah,
gonna
very
break,
much
it's got to be
everyone
behind the camera.
was basically mentored
I mean,
under Sakura,
I was kind of Iggy's noob.
Yeah.
other
I
than
was kind of
Mushroom.
Iggy's noob. Then I met Julie, and then I met. Wait, no, I met Julie and you after meeting Iggy.
Yeah.
So yeah, sort of.
I kind of handed you off because I'm a bit overbearing. So that's the only reason that I let like everybody else take over for teaching cuz I love this game to bits. It like I quit VR chat for this game. That is how much I love this game. And but I also have a lot of like issues with VR chat, mainly with social issues. But that's besides the point. That's not my drama to air out on the internet. But
Not gonna lie, even with both the games having its issues, I will not be able to just like fully quit either of them. VRChat has its pros that to me are important. Resonite has its pros that to me are important.
now, what
Robbie
if
can still
Resonite
control.
had the pros of VR chat and what it currently has? Would you quit VR chat?
I
hurting me.
don't
It's alright.
Castle in the floor.
think I don't think necessarily, considering VRChat and Rezo have like two completely different, let me say, vibes and also like
Targeted
groups of people.
demographics. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's fair. Well, I meant like so. For instance, let's say Resonite suddenly got this style of player base, so suddenly they were fluctuated with people who played the game, made the game. Like so we suddenly had the maker of Murder 4 and Blackout and all that, or the Exploration World developers working in here rather than VR chat and making all those worlds the exact same way you would normally have them. It's just suddenly you have your dash still. You still have this context menu. That's the only difference.
Avatar powers. Like,
Avatar powers.
I tried recruiting JRP.
Oh, you did? And what did they say? I never actually met Jor. No?
They said no.
What was their reasoning? Curiosity.
I suspect it was probably because
She doesn't
used
remember,
to
but she
developing.
assumed something with the user base.
But
Huh.
to get back to answering your question, I actually have a sort of a opinion on that.
Oh, go for it.
Resonite to me is very much heavily on the making, creating, and showing off like the wonderful things that communities can make and do. Like
Mm-hmm.
every time I hop on, I'm excited to see what my friends have built and have them show off. And VR chat doesn't really have that maker style. It's very much social, going around, seeing and goofing off and socially doing that. And if
Mm-hmm.
VR chat was to get that maker experience, it wouldn't hold my same interest. And if Resonite was to get the same social aspect of VR chat, same thing. It wouldn't. I like them for two different things. I like Resonite because of its making, and it's always cool to see what people can do. Like when they have the tools at their disposal, versus VR chat where it's like, oh, I just want to go off and see what crazy thing someone from another country is doing, or talk to so and so, and it's more socially experiencing.
So, so you're saying like if say Resonite for whatever reason got like uh this is a world I do not want to advertise from VR chat, but I'm going to do it anyways because this is a good example. Say Resonite got the Midnight Bar as a world here, and people were influxing in here because of the Midnight Bar. You wouldn't want to go there. You wouldn't want to hang out, even though it would be remotely the same type of experience you would get for VR chat, except you would have
I
still like
wouldn't.
my limbs, for instance, with how because I do have the voice commands. I could say like Alice weapon on, and this still enables in that world. The only difference is we're here, not there.
I wouldn't,
Alice weapon
because
off.
it wouldn't be the exact same in that sense, because you still have all those customizations and maker centric, just now with the world and the vibe of that bar. And that's kind of what makes VR chat more social, is because of the restrictions on what you can do. The focus shifts towards more social, versus in Resonite, if say for instance like the exact same thing was ported over and made, it would still be social but more maker, and also it would divide the community a bit more to newer players who are not interested in making go there, and people who are interested in making don't go there, or go there and it's other makers showing off stuff. It still would at its core be Resonate, even if
That's
everything
fair.
was the same.
I'll say there's diff a thing there. Meccan and experience world is challenging because the second you impose restrictions, people start having issues. Most get over them, but they still would rather just be building often.
And
Exactly.
That is a Resonite specific thing. A lot of us
that
like to have our full powers. Like I don't have locomotions here.
I will definitely say like I think that's also another issue that I felt was big. I mentioned this like earlier, um, beginning of the session. Like we have way more builders than we have consumers, and I feel like that's more of a problem. Like not just as like for us kind of deal, but also for the game as a whole. One of the reasons Neos died is because we didn't get enough people. But at that same time, we have the same player base now that plus some people that we had in Neos, because Resonite is Neos, but Neos is not Resonite. So we pulled all the people from Neos to make Resonite. So
Yeah.
I
And to piggyback off of what you were saying,
mhm.
that's also part of the reason why I feel like the targeted demographic is makers. And because looking at the last few updates, it's introducing new tools, new ways to do meshes, all this stuff,
Mhm.
and not going back and
I can't believe
optimizing the
this.
new player experience. So, in my opinion, the targeted demographic for Resonate would be makers or people who want to make things,
That's
versus
fair.
VR chat, which would be more social. And I am glad that I do have Resonate, and I did, despite all of my gripes, stay,
Mhm.
because a lot of times, as I'm learning things, that initial like, oh, I'm not interested, has kind of gone away as I see people make these crazy cool things, and I'm like, I want to make my own. How do I do this? And it touches on my creative side of how I am in real life, where I make props and cosplay and all that stuff. And it's kind of just a different avenue. And I'd
That's fair.
encourage anyone who's a maker to give it a shot.
Yeah, I think the UI is easier to learn if you are like coming from a maker background. And it was very much my thing because I'm used to learning things on my own. Because I learned Eclipse and through it Java on my own. Right, I learned stuff that way on my own. I learned Python on my own too. So like
I'd
coming
wonder
into
if maybe
Resonite,
they
I
are
was already
focusing on building to hopefully get momentum. Like if more people made experience worlds and more people who wanted to have experiences, if they might prioritize Optimize in a bit more.
Well, that actually brings me into a point with the whole like people making experiences section. So right now the reason we don't have as many experiences, I'm gonna be honest, we only really have one big world that people join that is very popular. I'm gonna grab the session orb for it real quick.
Elysium,
This
yeah.
is Elysium. Everybody knows what Elysium is. It's the it's the
Actually,
I don't.
casino.
never
So
seen
it's a
it.
casino. You can't build in here at all.
Casino.
People are
So
weird.
people are
I
weird.
I have not
continue
been to that
to
world
learn new
ever.
things. Neither have
So as far as I know, kids are not allowed in this world whatsoever. If you are found to be under the age of 18, you will immediately be kicked from that session. But actually, I don't even think that shows up in the sessions tab if you're under the age
It
of
does
18.
not. I'm 26 and it doesn't show up in mine either.
It's
Or at least
currently
it's not.
like I had to do a little bit of rummaging to get there. If you go to games, it's the third one. But anyways, so this is
well,
one
yeah,
of the
because there's no one in there.
Fourth,
That's
yeah.
why.
yeah, the M cabin hint star.
Hidden Star, and my world are like the only experiences I've really seen without having to go to the JP side.
Yeah, but we would have more of these experiences if people weren't waiting. So I've found out, like, I've talked to a lot of people. Most of the people who can and have the power to make cool stuff have told me, "Oh, I will make my cool stuff as soon as I see more activity from consumer side." Like the more I see people go, "I want this," right? I'll just make it. But then you run into the problem of people joining, like
Catch 22.
like
Right. Neither side is. Both sides are waiting for the other to do things. So
That
nothing
exactly.
gets done.
mentality. Consumers need something to come to.
Exactly.
Because making things takes time. Like
hmm
sometimes a year or more.
And also on top
I
of
guess
that,
IMC proves that wrong a little bit.
there well, honestly, I feel like this is more organized than we're making it out to be, but at the same time, there I do see like I'm gonna be honest, the worlds tab is disorganized but organized at the same time. There's a games tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a very clear place to go to find things to do, but here's the problem. It's the way that they handle sessions showing up in the screen that makes it the problem. So if we go to active session, right? So we've got currently we're sitting in this world. This world is technically a game world, but if I go to games, it's not in here at all. And let's see here.
There's also
Open.
terrible discoverability as well.
Yeah,
Like
that's kind
there's a
of what I was
surprising
going on
amount of
about.
To
game
be
worlds
fair,
here,
I
but
haven't published. P and probably won't.
you need to look for them.
You don't have to publish in order for it to appear there. As long as you have the session public and running, it will appear. So, for instance, Elysium is not a published world. You cannot create a new session. So, a published world will allow you to create your own session of it. If it is not published, you cannot create a session of it. But Elysium, if you go to the games tab, is active and joinable. It is like a game world. You can go there and still do it. Why does it appear in the games tab? It has the tag, but apparently this world doesn't. But we shouldn't have to add the tag to it. Not to mention, uh, for world makers, it's kind of hard to figure out where you do that at. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm staring at the session settings. Where? Where is it?
It's you spawn out the world publisher in a world you're hosting on from the dash,
Right,
I
but if you
believe.
don't want to publish it, you still got to figure out where to go. Also, we're not going to be joining any worlds, so I
I
only
know.
brought out the orb to showcase.
These are just like game worlds that I've found. It was like from just
Also,
picking from
we
the
are
games
a
tab. Like
little
here's some
far.
game
I'm going to
worlds.
bring this closer. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's like we do have a number of experience worlds, but the discoverability is so bad for them. Like I had to go searching for these, and I didn't even know like these three existed. I knew about this one because I
Like,
played this one,
I
and also
actually.
the Resonite.
So, funny enough, um, so I don't know why it allows me to get the world orb. So you're not supposed to be able to get the world orb. Normally you can only get like a session orb. If you get a world orb, then you can actually directly edit the world, which is bad. But this world, VR chatters are going to be very familiar with this world, Prison Escape. Um, I guess the original creator finally got on here, Mr. Seto. If that's not the original creator, then oh well, that's there now. Um, but that's also another game that's on here but isn't played at all. Um, another thing that I've personally played was this little like lidar style game. There's also Dreadlock Alpha made by Navy 3001.
A lot of these are also left over from Neos too.
That's
'Cause we
true.
also have all the Neos worlds.
We're
It's like
imported
I'm
from
Oh,
120
another game.
also,
items
I
in,
I
and
want
I'm
to
seeing stuff about
explain these really quick because we've had these sitting here and we've been talking about them, but we haven't really explained what's going on with the orbs. Why orbs? What are the orbs? So, first of all, you may have noticed this one's purple, this one's yellow. This is a world orb. This is a session orb. What are orbs? They kind of they're kind of like portals for VR chat. Like you drop a portal and people can walk through it and it will send you to the session. Instead, you double tap this bubble and it will kind of like glow yellow for a minute. And this one will get brighter when you do the same thing. But this one has a little more things to do on it than this one does. This
You
one
just
just
single click, you get little
oh
context
yeah,
menu options to get something like this. Little start custom session thing you can choose.
yeah. So world orbs allow you to start a section of that world, and in some cases, not this one, luckily, you can save said world. But
Oh, you can't
all of
single click and do it on those. Okay.
yeah, no, the session orbs can't be. You can't start a session, you can't save a session, yada yada yada, all that
It's just a
good
link to a
stuff.
session.
Correct. So it is purple orbs are directly like portals in VR chat. The only difference is you have to interact with them. So you can't have like how we used to have before easy anti-cheat where people would sit here and instantly drop portals on people forcing them to go into crasher worlds. But um we have seen danger stuff with the orbs, but that's because people are stupid.
That does bring a question. Does Rezo have an anti cheat?
No, Rezo, as far as I know, does not have their own anti-cheat. They just have really good moderation. Uh, they they do have like a banning system and whatnot.
And the game itself is also insular against various crashing methods. Like,
Mhm.
you can't particle crash someone. The worst thing you could do is, I don't know, flashy effects in their eyes and crash the particle thread. But you can't crash
or
someone's game or kill their GPU on particles alone. That's not a thing you can
or
do here.
maybe like oh, hang on, sorry.
You could crash someone out of the session, but you can't kill their game directly, not easily at least.
I could just run this on you.
Though you can crash
Oh,
someone's
async
session
while, yeah.
just by spawning a container.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, this
I
would
managed to
freeze
crash
someone's
myself with the
game.
corrupted material orb.
but that's besides the point. I really wish that you could turn off the grubbable on this. Can you? Hang on. No, you can't. Unfortunate.
There,
Oh, you can? Where?
Sakura said there is.
Don't know.
She doesn't remember.
You could also just click on it with the tech
Click that.
grabbable tool.
Hush. I'm gonna double check this. Create camera anchor. Not doing that. Besides the point. Essentially, like, brain is dying. I've been up for too long. Okay, and I'm starting to
Well,
talk
the video
myself
has been
hoarse.
going on for quite a while.
Hey guys, we hit the hour mark.
Oh, we
Exactly.
Awesome.
Uh huh.
have. Where has time gone?
This is not a requirement
My bladder.
ender. We if you need to go pee, go pee.
Nah.
So Ignis, that brings up a good point that I have. Since you mentioned as well, Resonite doesn't have an anti-cheat, but has great moderation.
Mm-hmm.
And if we were to suddenly get an influx of new players, and
That would put a
the
strain on
team
moderation.
put a strain on moderation, what is preventing bad actors from doing things other than moderation? Is there safeguards to protect people from?
You could ban people from your
Resonite's
session.
very open.
Oh yeah. So actually, that brings up a good point about sessions. Oh, I just got a message. That's funny. I'll look at it later. So sessions are self-moderated, but also you can't ban an account from the game as somebody owning a session, but you can ban somebody from your session. Now, you might say, well, Ignatius, we already have that in VR chat, but when you ban someone from a session in VR chat, they are actually not banned. They get to come back in an hour. There is no permanent ban in VR chat. However, if I ban user from sessions and I actually go to their profile and click ban this user from every session that I make, and you can do this in what we call headlesses. You can just straight up ban somebody from ever joining your headless ever again. It doesn't matter. As long as that person exists, they can't join that session. So,
And
yes.
Ignis, what is a headless?
A headless is essentially a ghost account
like a Minecraft
that.
server.
Yeah, like a Minecraft server. It hosts for you. So you would essentially you can use your account, and yes, you can be logged into the headless's server while you are sharing that account with your headless. So yes, you can have the Rex account and you on that account at the same time
Headless is
hosting
nerd
a server.
talk for a computer with no monitor, aka a server that doesn't need rendering engine running.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Almost like a
The
bot,
headless.
per se?
Yeah, it could be a
Kind of.
bot, but it can't
Wanna describe
do
nerd speak.
it can't do like because I know your immediate thought process. Well, if it's a bot, it could be like standing here like this, and I'm talking to you. I'm a real person. No, I can't do that. So when a headless is started, um, the fake user will be put at the center of spawn, but no user will be presented at all. There will be no
Headlesses
body.
don't have physical presence. Bots do. That's the difference in Rezo terms. Bots do exist.
Bots do exist, but they're not the same.
Yeah. Can I nerd speak for headlesses real quick?
Go for it.
Yeah. A headless is just a piece of software that you can deploy on your own hardware that hosts worlds for you. It doesn't have a rendering client, so it handles the game logic in the world and the coordination between all the users and the syncing and whatever. But it doesn't actually render anything. It doesn't receive any renderable assets. It can't like put something up on a screen. I don't even know if it has a console. Does it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, it does have a console, but that's it.
Headlesses
It
are
is not
also
even present in the
semi
world,
at
really.
user
UI
discretion
has
when
a
it comes to that.
console and console commands.
I don't have a well. Actually, I take that back. I have the ability to host a headless. I do not have a headless.
Same. I have a home lab that I can host a headless on. In fact, there's a
They
Greg
what?
Tech server right now.
I was giving.
Oh, what you want? So
Thanks.
because of my Patreon level, I use the $20. Actually, that is a good valid point. We should go over Patreon a little bit here. So, what is the Patreon? How does it work? That's simple. So, well, you go to Resonite's Patreon, right?
It's Stripe now. Or
It's
Resonite uses Stripe,
I
I think.
still use Patreon.
They still have the Patreon.
Yeah, you can
You
use either or.
you
They
can
get
go
more
to
money
Stripe,
from
I guess. I personally do not use Stripe. I use Patreon. So basically, you go to the account called Resonite. You then go buy the monthly tier that you want. In the Patreon slash Stripe, it will tell you everything you need to know about the tier you are buying. So, for instance, the $20 one gives you 100 gigabytes, a custom 2D badge, and a
The
headless.
Stripe didn't replace Patreon. They just get a bigger cut, so they try to drive people there.
What she
That's
said.
fair. But yeah, so essentially, you get a bunch of free goodies for paying $20 a month, which is really cheap, mind you. And if we think about it, VRC Plus is more in the long run for less.
For
It's
PTL
also
who aren't pores like us, it's not much, P.
Yeah, I don't know how much VR Chat Plus is. I think it's like $10, but I don't
It's
pay
$10.
for
Now,
either or.
hold on.
But
I do want to
But
state
also
really
aren't
quick.
restricted to silver space.
I do want to state really quick that I said the $20 option is cheap, but that is not the cheapest option. The cheapest option is $5. 5 whole dollaroonies.
It's $1.
Actually, they made it $1 now?
$1.
$1 That's pretty damn
$5.
cheap.
$1 for 5 gigabytes. And then there's $5 for 25 gigabytes.
Now we keep saying gigabytes, but we haven't explained that. We've explained inventory, but we haven't explained inventory.
yeah. So the way the inventory works is you like store items, the assets for items, and the items themselves on a server, on the Resonite Cloud server. So it's easy for everyone to load them in. That server, you get a certain amount of space. By default, it's 1 gigabyte. I have not used more than 20% of it despite having 1,300 hours because I've optimized my shit.
The asset pool and the manifest. So duplicate items don't take up duplicate space.
Yes, we have asset deduplication. So I have like 30 copies of this avatar, whose assets all combined are 9 gigabyte or 9 megabytes. I only have to store. I only have to store like each. I only have to store one copy of the meshes for this thing.
Wait, you said
Actually, there
your
was something
avatar
copied.
is 9 megabytes?
Yes, it's 8.82. I've seen people with like 30 megabyte, 50 megabyte, 200 megabyte avatars. This thing is cheap
Mine
in
is
comparison.
317.69 megabytes.
Yeah, I optimize my shit, which is why mine is 9 megabytes, and also why I
Mine
haven't
is
run out of storage.
143, but I also have an entire tool on here. Plus
I have a tool as
charm
well, but
spawn.
my tool is like very
Hey, we
cheap as
got
well.
two
That's
people
not
with
cool as well.
69.
The how much you get as well with the free version. You do get 1 gigabyte of
Yeah, you do get
storage
1 gigabyte of space.
starting.
But I'm gonna be honest, Chief, that's not enough. No.
Yeah.
It's enough for me.
I've been here for about a week and I'm already at 40% of the storage space for starting. And I
if
haven't
you-
made that much.
Let's put it this way. If people ever do decide to become consumer and join this for the social aspect rather than the non-social aspect, say we do finally get VR chat style socializing, the most you will ever need as a non-maker, like you don't do what we do at all, you're going to need 5 gigs. That's about it. The $1.
Very much so.
You could get away with not paying anything. You could get away with having it completely free, but you won't be able to save stuff at all. Like, no memes, no nothing. The only thing you can put on there is, at
You
most,
can save public
an
pictures of
avatar.
other people's memes.
Sure, but
If
that's
that
different.
has public Avis.
Does Publix use storage space?
I've
If
stayed.
you
Okay,
Oh.
hold
take a
on.
public avatar just as default
If
and
you
set that
don't
as your
save
default, I
them.
don't think it will.
I have saved people's. So I've been handed, like, so if I go into my dev tips folder, like, I've been handed this. Ooh, laggy.
Assets are saved on the account that saves them.
Yep.
I've been handed this, and it takes up space for me, is what it says. This is 19.66 megabytes.
Probably because of the font.
Sakura, if
That is
Iggy
suspiciously
has
similar to
saved
the
it, it
18
will take up
megabyte
space
font
for
chain
them.
font thing.
What did you say, Ari?
Hmm?
She's trying
That's
to
also
debate me on
another thing
whether
as
it
well.
should take storage space.
It tells you the space it takes up on the servers, not your account. Well, I
actually,
mean,
the file size that you see when it says like however many megabytes is how much data gets transferred when you spawn the item in, or how much data it takes up if you only have the one copy of the item.
I don't know. We're not going to sit here and argue that. That's not the point of this.
Android systems logistics
If you
are
ask for a
quite
manifest
complex.
from the bot, it will tell you that a lot of those times are 0 billion.
Billion? Thank
The
you,
text-to-speech
text-to-speech.
does not know how to say megabyte.
But yeah, anyways, we are getting to the point where we've been in here for an hour and 18 minutes. So, I
On
do
just
think
video.
Very short
yeah,
showcase
well,
of what is possible, maybe.
I do
love
think we
the
should
video
have
scene.
like a small ending thing, yes. So I think we should somebody, I think it was that pink girl over there, mentioned we should have like a proto case showcase. Proto case. Protoflux.
Oh.
Protoflux showcase. So
Let me see what I said exactly.
I don't have dev
because
perms
that
here,
wasn't.
but I've got good examples. Thank
So
you.
here, hang on.
Oh, yeah. I said about showing off some smaller gimmicks.
So here's what I'm gonna have us do really quick. So I'm gonna take this camera off to the other room. I'm gonna sit here and talk with it for a minute. While I'm doing this, you guys can stay in here and create the examples. How does that sound?
I was just gonna spawn out the plum bob from the other try.
I've got a.
Well, I mean, but this
short
allows you
example.
to get like proper examples.
This thing has code.
Me. I remember when we tried attaching that to my head. That was funny. Whatever. Welcome to Resonite.
I have entire menu flux that is looking very cursed without anything.
And we'll go back here and set up.
Yeah, sure. You set up off camera. That works for me. Oh.
I selected the camera. They probably just got flashed with the gizmo.
Let me clear gizmos. Sorry, I'm yawning. Holy.
So, it is organized though.
Holy nodes, I should say. Like maybe not have your like. Have you ever bothered to open that mod and like look at it?
Either.
No, I like colorful though.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining about that.
I can't even like.
So if you go in there, right, and go to style, the first one, color full node, turn that off.
Color my protoflux?
Yeah,
Why?
color my. No, it only will color the top bar, nothing else.
For me, it
So-
colors the entire thing.
No. If you turn it off, color full node, it will fix that. And then pack it and pack this after you. Oh no, it just did it. Cool. There you go. Now your nodes look pretty.
I like the full color better.
I also like my eyes. Thanks.
It is fucking pastel colors. If your eyes are starting to look pastel,
Have you looked at my nodes?
No.
Hang on.
But yeah, this is just the menu looks. This just controls what the buttons do.
Mine looks better than yours.
You also have a couple different mods considering some of the cosmetics on this.
Can we not argue over mod cosmetics for Flux?
That's okay. That's for another day.
I spawned this to show off the flux itself, and you can
Okay.
the colors.
Well, this is also a bit advanced. I'm gonna be honest, because there's a lot going on.
It's just a lot going on. It is
like mods. What are they talking about?
You can mod the game.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty
if
self-explanatory.
if you have ever played Minecraft, it is kind of the same.
I
We have
mean,
like 3 different mod loaders for some reason. We have RML, Batu, and Monkey.
They don't need to know that.
This video is long enough. So
welcome to Resonite.
little green bobbing up and down thing back there has the menu where you can select different moods that this thing will display. So if I quickly grab this, go into the motion menu, and do playful, for example. I don't know if it's covered up by the
Yoink.
camera. Most likely, maybe.
Yes, it's barely visible. So, basically, it's looking at right here.
That's
Don't touch the. Yeah. Okay, now it's visible.
This.
Okay.
There. So this thing has a menu where if you change what emotion it's supposed to display, it changes color. And that's all this protoflux does. All these things over here are just the buttons inside the menu. This
the clacking is my keyboard. Apologies.
This component or this node will just
see. This is why I said I wanted
basically
something simpler.
It is simple. It is a menu.
They don't know what a node is.
This will basically say which I will hit you with a bat. Stop interrupting me.
I'll let the lady talk.
Menu buttons. Basically, just gives the menu buttons a number. This thing up there that I can't point at because I'm sitting underneath my bed. But the thing above my little weird orb tool. Basically, just yeah, it's a
That
right node.
writes to a variable over here, which controls the
Also,
color from a
also, we
multiplexer.
should keep in mind that not all viewers are tech savvy, and so some of
That's
this
why
is
I'm
garbled.
explaining it in simple terms.
Yes.
It takes a menu
People
inputs, menu
understand.
buttons, and it turns them into
Mushroom's
a
doing it
color
better.
and displays that color.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was trying to make it. I was trying to ask you to simplify it faster. That's all I was asking you to do. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm sorry.
Just so you know, this can be like 1% what it is.
You good?
The bat. You don't see the bat?
No.
What do you mean 1%?
Are you tweaking?
Look at Ari,
Where's Ari?
the pink-haired one right here.
Yeah, but also that was at the time where I was just like fucking fucking around
anything.
by myself.
You don't see Ari right here?
Yeah,
Ari,
I see
you're
Ari. I don't see anything weird about it.
no, not time for that right now. This is what I was mentioning.
Oh, I thought you meant Bat the creature.
No, bat the object. She has a bat.
There's
She's
a
gonna.
damage system.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
Hurt people with damage system.
Well, I'm gonna back away slowly then.
That's what I
Yes.
thought. I don't have my glasses on either.
Well, then we'll
400 health, it's fine.
I don't know how much I have. Oh, barely any damage taken.
Yeah.
So due to Resonite stuff, it kind of is capped. Well, not capped in a normal sense, but frame time. Like the highest damage I think I managed to do was like 50.
Okay,
But I was also doing this.
We're going on an adventure for a minute.
That
I'm all
code
set up
is
in here.
spaghetti.
I'm all set up.
You're set up,
Yeah, I'm set up.
but I
was
wanted
set
to.
up like 10 minutes ago.
I had like a particular thing in mind. I wanted to showcase really
Honestly,
quick.
don't know how we even managed
Just
to
kind
do
of
that.
something
Okay.
simple, like for Protoflux.
I'm gonna go take a fucking piss.
Okay,
Do that.
so something simple for Protoflux. I am also deeply sorry for how jumbled this is. Normally, I have my stuff together. But yeah, so this is a node browser, but yeah. So I'm going to grab a couple of things for you. And I'd like to explain Protoflux in a way that's a little more understanding in my mentality. Oh. So essentially, Protoflux is a coding language. If you're very familiar with stuff like Lua or Java or C Sharp or C++, things like that, right? That's kind of more of what this is. So, for example, one thing that every single coding language has is an if statement. So we have one of those. You can plug nearly anything into here as long as it can be called. Call button. You can eventually automatically call it, but essentially this is here. This will produce a button if it's on true. It'll produce a button if it's on false. So, and I can control from this condition if it's true or false, just like you would a regular if statement. So if I click this, make it true, and then call it, that top one applies. If I make this false, I call it, that bottom one applies. Pretty simple. Eventually, you'll get to more complicated stuff, but for now, I will let Mushroom show what Mushroom wanted to show, because they seemed really happy. And we're getting to the point in the video where I am starting to get too tired to finish. So we're going to go over there. I am apologizing again for the inconsistencies. All right.
Oh, we're back. Which way's out on
It's
the camera?
facing that way.
Okay.
It's facing towards your
I
stuff.
can't move the camera.
I will move it for you.
Okay. Bring it over here.
I can't go through that. Apologies, I'm coming around up there.
All right. Yeah. There's a box to stand on because I can't fly in this world. So this is a pretty simple example. It's just math to control the special effect if I move this box that is under here on this little avatar. And this little bubble here. Where's my inspector? Here it is. So all that up there just controls the cycling of the magic glyphs on this bubble. They're all on a...
If you've ever played Minecraft modded, that's hex casting symbols.
Yep. So on the inspector here, that flex up there controls these two parts of this material here, which cycle through different positions between the 8 sets of glyphs on here on the texture. And then it's given a tint color with the unlit material, so looks like this is an orb. And then I've made this icosphere mesh UV map properly, so it displays the glyphs properly. I've got a much more complex example that I'm not even going to bother explaining, but will showcase the power of Flex. That is that is my Celeste Dash system.
Oh.
This
That's
Flex
not
will be
what... Oh.
way too complex to like explain in its entirety, but this Flex here, all of it, the entirety, controls the logic for this effect.
For those who feel very very overwhelmed by
Not
looking
expecting
at this,
all that you understand what this is.
yeah, don't worry. For those who play
barely understand it.
Resonite,
I'm the one who made it.
for those who play Resonite, I have a feeling there will be pictures taken. Your code is no longer private.
That is true. This code will probably be modified a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
also,
that
like, I'm not
anything that
super
anybody's
worried
worked
about
on
the
here
code.
will no longer be private, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine showing this code.
That's fair.
I've showed this to other people before. If they want to copy it, that's fine, I guess.
I need to make my own dash system, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyways, I am going to go ahead and have us do a final bit here. As I think we're all getting a little tired.
Yeah, that is
So
definitely the vibe here. The camera is not
facing
camera-ing.
towards me.
Oh. Let me clean up here. There we go. Hello again. I'm back where the camera is.
Yes. It seems we lost Robbie, and it looks like Ari is a little occupied.
Folded. Collapsed. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are taking your bathroom and water breaks during this video.
I did that before. I'm fine.
I will be fine afterward. I'm probably not gonna stay on. Oh.
All right.
Oh yeah, we also don't have the I'm not here thing, although you can make that yourself. Because I don't know if y'all remember. There's like an a wait indicator for VR chat.
Yeah. There's one
But
by default, but if you customize your avatar too much, it tends to break that, and you have to set it up again.
oh wait, yeah, the little thing in your eyes. Oh yeah, go ahead, point it towards the camera and I'll explain it. So if you noticed, in her glasses, it's showcasing certain symbols. She's set this up so that way you can see when she's in her dash, or if she's viewing like her Steam VR desktop. Her dash is essentially our VR chat's form of like the home screen, the big screen.
Yeah, it's the big curved one. Only you can see it.
Yes, only you can see it. And actually, it doesn't have to be curved. You can customize that.
Yeah.
But
You also edit your dash,
I
but
have
that's also
that
advanced.
system on my glasses. So if I have my dash open, my glasses become bright orange. If my Steam Dash is open, they become like a pinkish. But anyway. So in
I need a.
conclusion, this is a really great game.
Yeah,
Regardless of if you are a maker or a consumer, if you want to have fun building, or if you want to have fun talking to people, Resonite is the game for both. That is its purpose. It is meant to bring people together, whether that be to make cool things or to socialize. That is what it's for.
this game is so much more powerful than what we have showed here, too.
Mm-hmm. There,
I have so many more
honestly,
powers.
honestly, there's probably people out there with more stuff than us that could have shown you more. I'm not going to show you more because we're all tired. And I don't feel like world hopping.
Showcase video at some point.
I wouldn't be against it. Maybe. You know what? You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll have to schedule that. Speaking of schedules for future, can we get Rex in the group?
Could do a stream of some game worlds, P.
Oh yeah, we should do that. Speaking of streams, time to do a small shameless plug. So I will try to include this in the description, but I do have a Twitch, and if you're interested in viewing me stream on occasion, I have no set schedule. My Twitch is down there. So, or at least if I remember to make it. I'll probably end up watching the video myself before uploading to make sure that I remember this. Um,
Almost a hour 40-minute video at this point now.
let's take a little timestamper. Yeah, you're right. 1 hour 38 minutes.
Yep.
But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please decide to come back. We will thank you. I would have said subscribe, but you don't have to subscribe. Just come on back. It doesn't matter as long as you watch my videos. I don't care. Just come
Play
say
Resonite.
hi. Play
Don't watch
Resonite.
Resonite videos. Play Resonite.
Play Resonite. I hit my chord. Play Resonite. You need to play Resonite. Yeah. Play Resonite. It's
Don't watch
cool.
Resonite videos. Play the game. It's
Play
free.
the
Literally
game.
free on Steam.
Yes, it's free on Steam. I
This
think
is
you
not
can get it.
sponsored by Resonite.
Oh yeah, we
Nor
are
its
not
creators.
sponsored. Yeah, actually that is a huge point. We are not sponsored. If Resonate wants to sponsor me, absolutely. But I am not sponsored. Go play Resonate. It's a cool game. Play it. Like now. What are you doing? Get off the video. Play it now.